Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 8 of FTB Interactions, where today my plan is to do stuff with metals. That's about all I know. Last episode we discovered a couple ore veins, and we now know where to find some gold, and to find some iron, and to find some copper, among a few other types of resources like quartz and other stuff that we ran into. Haven't found diamonds yet. Would love to find diamonds. Would be super cool. I might go exploring between episodes later and hopefully find some diamonds. I don't know. We'll find out. But I've been poking around in the quests here, and I think I have an idea of what I want to do. One thing to note, you want to click on the quest heading chapter thingy here. It's not just quests underneath these, right? So for example, if you look at metallurgy, you might look at metallurgy LV and think this is the first chapter. It's not. You want to go to metallurgy and just click on metallurgy itself, and this is the first chapter, and then LV falls after it, right? And then MV, HV, EV plus, and master metallurgy, which I guess, you know, things get a little crazy. But that's the gist. So I'm thinking this is how we get started processing some of our first ores. That sounds like a plan. It's lonely at the top. Not all ores are pure enough to undergo the highest multiplication process. Check the uses of ores to see how high it can multiply. Good to know. Also want to point out, just for giggles, that we see quadruple your ores with starlight transmutation. Sounds good. Mechanism can quintuple ores? Baby talk. That's right, because you can also octuple your ores. If 8x is octuple, 16x is what now? And then 32x your ores. So apparently later on in the pack, we'll be able to 32x ore processing. like each ore will give you half a stack of iron. Okie dokie then. But next step is, I believe, an iron hammer. So let's knock that out, right? So I believe I just do this, and we get ourselves an iron hammer, and that should be the quest completion. Hooray! Iron hammer, quest complete. Iron hammer, stop time. Okay, if you insist. Was there like 2 hammer quests that I just handed in, or what? Oh, if you can wear it, you can progress it. Oh, neat. Okay. Emerald hammerhead. Well, that's cool. I think that's a hint. Because remember, you can get emeralds pretty easily. You can farm them, right? Handful of villagers, drop emerald nuggets, get emeralds relatively reasonably, right? So that might be cool. In here, there's also tool superiority. Key magical materials will provide an extremely strong variant of mundane tools, such as wrenches, hammers, screwdrivers, etc. You're highly encouraged to seek out these materials, so greatly simplify the amount of normal tools you will need. That's good to know. Terrasteel, thaumium, and draconium hammerheads. Okay. That's cool. Your first magical metal. Crushes ores instead of harvesting them, has a chance to drop double crushed ores, fortune 2. Oh, that's neat. So like thaumium hammerhead equals fortune 2. That's kind of cool. We should pay attention to this chapter. It looks useful. We've definitely reached the point in this pack where we're going to be exploring different chapters at once. We're not going to go linear, right? So like Void World, you just did all the things in order. Now we should bounce around a little bit. Which, by the way, I should probably make a satchel at some point. That sounds like a good time. Handy bag, huh? The back of this bag is ridiculous. I like these quests. All kinds of good stuff. An excellent endeavor, 2,500 eggs. And we would get a hippogriff egg. Well, that's kind of cool. I remember them being fast. That might be a good way to get around. Steel hammer. 3x3 mining, yes please. Also worth enchanting for a longer lifespan. Ooh, and they even give me enchanting Unbreaking 3. That's kind of awesome. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's go back to the metallurgy quests and hand this in. We get crushed copper and iron ore, which is cool. But we can't do anything yet until we clean them, I think. That to be true. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Doesn't look like we can do anything with these crushed ores until we clean them. And, alright, so moving on. Crushed iron ore. Hey, we just completed that. Sweet. Once you have crushed ores, you'll need to either macerate, forge, hammer, or shape craft them with a hammer to turn them into impure dusts for further processing. Okay. So, forge hammer them, you say. I'm going to put you in my miscellaneous chest here for a minute. So you guys can also be smacked with a hammer to make the impure version, and then it can be smelted with basically any smelter. Cool. All right, that's not so bad. Or process them, of course. Cleansing the impure. Now that you have your impure dust, you'll need to go to the final processing step, which varies depending on the ore. Some ore can be directly smelted, some can and should be washed in a cauldron or ore washing plants, and others autoclave. Check JEI. So what you want me to get is wrought iron times 4 from impure iron dust. So wrought iron, I think that should have added it to the list. I'll tell you what that little thing is in a second. Shh, spoilers. I found it. Wrought iron dust, or we can item burn it. So you drop iron ingots into fire, and it turns into wrought iron. How cool is that? And we'll get 4 of those for completing the quest, but we need impure iron dust times 4. So what we want is to get 4 crushed iron, combine it with the hammer I just made, and that makes the impure iron dust that we can now smelt. Right. I need a super sound muffler, I really do. I'm gonna go stand over here where there's no fire. Cool. So that is that quest. Beautiful. And then the last step, glad you ironed that out. Hey, look, it's that thing that I have on my JEI. It's almost like I was working towards that. Iron dust is made in a cauldron, I believe it said, right? You've completed the starter tutorial on progressing ores. Hooray! Now, get mining. You're going to need a lot. Now that you've completed basic ore processing, you should progress to the LV Metallurgy tab. Sweet. So I need a cauldron, which is going to be 7 wrought iron ingots. Okay, so we need a cauldron for this quest, and we need some kind of hammer. I think any hammer will do here, right? Any of the Greg Tech hammers should be fine. But in order to make wrought iron plates, we need to hammer double wrought iron ingots, which is 2 wrought iron ingots. So, frankly, what we need is 7 wrought iron plates. Okay, before I do that, I want to work towards, where was I? There was a thing. This one. I want to work towards the multi-block oven, the seared furnace controller. That I want to work towards. So for that, we need 2 copper plates to get started. So we're going to want, in here, we're going to want 2 copper plates, right? So we want a copper plate is a double. Didn't I do that already, or am I crazy? Can you not, like, multiple stack them? I don't know. Anyway, quest complete, getting started with copper. I want this oven, because that's going to make ore processing much better. And hey, food. I love food. Food is good. Chimichangas. What else did this get me by? Impure pile of redstone dust. Sweet. We have so many resources already that I don't know how to handle. I don't even know. But this will allow us to smelt way easier. Right, because this turning metals into ingots process, painful. The multi-block oven, gonna be awesome. So let's take a look. Seared furnace, right? That's what we need to get next. Normal furnaces are disabled, but you can get an automatic upgrade to the seared furnace. It will provide you with fast, bulk, and efficient smelting early game. Pure ores smelt into stacks of 16 a slot. Nugget results can't melt unless result is 16 or less. And hey, I'll get 4 lava cells for that. Neat. Okay. And then we have to look into how to make that multi-block, because I'm not sure. It's a multi-block oven, and that's about all I know about it. I'm pretty sure it's from Tinker's, though, right? So we're going to want 6 seared bricks and 2 of those copper plates. So I've got some seared bricks. I may have more. I've got 3 more. I don't know why I had 1 seared brick on me. It seems like a weird thing to have, but okay, Direwolf, you never change. Where is my grout? I knew I had some. Constantly just having, like, items vanish on me. I don't know what happened to it all. I know I had grout. Didn't I have grout? I feel like I had grout. Oh well, we'll just get more. Let's get, like, 16-ish grout. Maybe I did burn it all? I have no idea, to be honest with you. But you're going to come over here and boop, 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 boop. Cool. And then we can make our multi-block. Now, do we have the book for Tinkers, or will I get the book for Tinkers when I make my first Tinkers item? I feel like when I make the first Tinkers item is when I get the book for Tinkers, right? I'm hoping the multi-block oven counts, the seared furnace thing. And then we're going to need a bucket of lava, by the way. Which because I broke my tables, lost lava in them. Not that that's a big deal, because all I need to do is get some obsidian and my philosopher's stone, which has got to be around here somewhere, right? I came all the way back to my void world because I can't find my philosopher's stone. I moved, and like I feel like maybe I like missed a couple items. I don't know what happened to them, but there's definitely a few items that I lost track of. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I guess I'll just make a new philosopher's stone. It's not hard to make, right? It was just an emerald. Okay, so emerald nuggets into emerald. And the philosopher's stone, it was covalence dust and then emerald, right? So I should have my ashes around here somewhere. Really? I'll be honest, it's a neat mechanic, the burning items and fire thing, but I don't love it because it's hard to see the item itself. I guess the particle effects help, right? When the particle effects stop there, you know the smelting thing is done. Anyway, I'm making new ashes because I can't find those either. I am just really confused as to what happened. There's a handful of items that I lost during my move, and I don't know how that happened. I have no idea. Anyway, that was that, and then sugar from sugarcane, which I should have some of. I think we should have sugarcane. There it is. I knew I had some. And I think we have to flint and mortar that, don't we? Sugarcane. There you go. It is shaped, so I need to do it here. All right. And then you need a bucket of water, I believe. So let me grab my bucket. I remember making one of these recently. Oh, good. I actually have a bucket. Yay. Now, the bad news is I don't think my house is technically in the location that... Okay, so then we want ashes. Boop, boop. Sweet. Got that back. And then we do you, and you. Cool. Things are coming back together for me. Thank you for coming in, Spider. I did appreciate you showing up here, because I wanted to kill you. And it was very nice of you to let me. It's funny how many things I like kind of lost track of during my move. But oh well. I'm sure they're around here somewhere. I just can't find them. You know, dire derps. All right, and then you. All right, I need my oven mitts. What was I using that lava bucket for? Oh right, putting it into here. Haha. I'm good at what I do. Sweet. Okay, so you're ready to go, and now we can make our seared doohickey. And that looks good to me. A multi-block oven. Awesome. Quest complete. Now, I did not get the Tinker's Book for that, so we're going to need the Tinker's Book for that. Materials and you. Is there an easy way to get this? I think it said you can chisel every book, right? Yeah, that's what's up. So you can chisel any book. So if we get... Can we chisel a normal book into that? We can chisel the quest book into that. That's probably good, because I don't need the quest book. That's a neat... I remember thinking, hey, that's a neat approach. Let us chisel any book into any other book. I love that. All right. Smeltery, seared tinker tank, seared furnace. The seared furnace is a master to all furnaces, cooking quarter stacks at once and cooking food with greater speed. The seared furnace can be any size, from 3x3 to 11x11, and with any height, from a minimum of 3. Larger structures increase the amount of items that can smelt at once. In order to be a valid structure, it requires a floor and ceiling along with a frame around the sides. Frames around the ceiling and floor are optional. The structure can be made using seared blocks of any kind with a single controller. At least one tank for fuel must be present, placed at an outer edge of the structure, see picture. The ceiling can be swapped out for slabs or stairs, but otherwise supports the same blocks as the rest of the structure. Okay, cool. Neat. So it looks like we're going to need a decent amount of these things. Wow, look at that. The Tinker Tank is a giant tank. Okay, that's that one. Right. So we're going to want basically a bunch... Ooh, that's moving very quickly. We're going to want a bunch of these dudes, and we're going to want at least one tank, right? So we're gonna need some seared bricks, either seared stone, which we can get from the pure daisy can do it. Can we do the pure daisy yet? There's a lot of pure daisy recipes. It's only mana, oxeye, and healing salve. We can get a pure daisy. It's kind of cool. And that 1-to-1s it. Or we can cast seared blocks. We're gonna need 1 block's worth. 1 grout equals 1 block's worth. So that's, you know, we could melt that down and pour the grout. That would be an approach 2. Man, we can get a pure daisy, and there's a lot of pure daisy recipes, by the way. Like a lot. Like a lot. Maybe not that many, but enough to be like, hey, that's cool. A bunch of different ones. Neat. Okay. Ooh, sand into glass. That would be awesome. I don't know. Let's get our grout that we made. We're probably gonna need a healthy bit more grout. So why don't we get our gravel and sand back here? And then gravel and sand go back. And I will be back in a minute once I make some seared stuff. Alright guys, just coming right back here to show you the process I'm doing. I made some seared bricks so that I could make a seared tank. I just made some glass, as you saw. So we're gonna do seared tank. That would be you. I don't need the porcelain basin no more. So we need the tank, we need the controller, and then we need a handful of seared stone of some kind, right? So we will continue plugging along here. So we need a 3x3 on the top and bottom, right? So that's 18. And then I'm guessing it's a hollow 3x3, right? In the middle, is that accurate, or is it a full 3x3? I don't know, but we're gonna need 25 total bricks, right? Let's say. All right, if I'm not mistaken, we should have enough. We have 27 of these now, so that's good enough, right? To make this furnace dude. Why don't I stick it in the wall? Does that sound like a plan? I feel like that sounds like a plan, right? So it needs to be a 3x3, right? So this way it's accessible from inside my house. That seems like a good idea to me, considering how many nasty things are outside. So we'll want like you here with the furnace controller here, right? And then we would want and I think it's hollow. Does that seem valid? Seems valid to me, right? Now, impure iron dust can be smelted, right? Or it can be centrifuged into iron dust and tiny tin dust. Yeah. So let's try it, right? We put 4 in there. We put the lava cells we got as a quest reward in, which, by the way, yay, empty cells. That's cool. And you're smelting. Sweet. And it should smelt all 4 at once, which is like, that's what's up. That's pretty cool. It'll smelt up to 16 items at once. So we can put a stack of 16 iron in there, and it'll all smelt up, which is cool. Okay. Progress. I like that. That is much better. That is much better. I approve. And then the lava's not being used. Awesome. All right. Cool. So that's that complete. Squeezer. The squeezer is a very early and inefficient method of processing ores. Its advantage is that when automated, it can process ores very quickly and keep you progressing towards the LV age. It is recommended as your first ore processor. To create the squeezer, you'll need to mine and melt iron and cast the iron into a basin for the block. The squeezer can be automated with some redstone and a slime block. Sweet. Can be automated with some redstone and a slime block. Didn't I just get a slime block? I feel like I did. Can be automated with the slime block, huh? I'm gonna have to look into how that works, but that sounds cool. And then we'll get, ooh, miner's stew. That's a lot of food. Top tier food is always edible, buffs players. That's cool. Miner's stew, huh? That's a lot of things, including diamonds. Still, neat though. Let's do, what I should have is a chest to put some junk in. Oh, that's right, not in here. Not in here. We have to do it over here. Yeah. I'm gonna want to like store some stuff in here, right? But for you now, can I melt the ores specifically in here? Like if I got iron ore, can that be smelted directly into that casting basin thing? Not that. You can smelt directly into there, right? Molten iron ingot. Yes, okay, cool. So let's get, because we're gonna need 9 of those for a block, right? And then we can get a block of iron. But I don't believe you can go in here, can you? No. So we have to crush them with the hammer first, right? Or do I have to squeeze them first? Squeezing will get me the iron dust, so that can be smelted. Can't you be hammered with... Not the stone mallet, not the stone mallet. Why do I have so many stone mallets in my inventory? Every time I come over here and interact with this thing, it's like, hey, Dyer, here's a new stone mallet for you. I hope you like it. I got it just for you. No, but what I think I can do is whack the thing with the hammer, right? So I do this. And there's a chance to get extra, I think, right? Because we placed 6, we got 7. Is that right? And then we can do this with the hammer, and that'll get us the impure dust. And then that can be smelted in here, right? Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Cool. So let's get 6 more iron, because that was really just more of a test than anything else. And we want, you know, 9 ingots worth back in a minute. All right. 1 iron block coming up. And then we're also going to need some iron ingots, sticks, and wood. Shouldn't be a problem. Sweet. I need to figure out a way to do something with the spiders. I think one of the other tasks I'll do between episodes is probably light up the area around my base a little bit better so that mobs don't spawn as much. I don't have a ton of torches. Is there like there's a peace candle from random things. That's a little ways away, it looks like. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, I don't think. That prevents mobs in a 3-chunk radius around it, which is nice. There is a peace candle in 1/3 of all villager churches. Oh, that's cool. Maybe we should go look for a village. Might not be a terrible idea. So, squeezer, huh? So apparently we can automate this with slime blocks. Who knew? Not me. But I got some redstone from it, so that's cool. The squeezer can be automated with some redstone and a slime block. How? How does the squeezer get automated with redstone and a slime block? By jumping on it, redstone pulse to reset. All right, so I Googled this, and I have no idea if it's what I'm thinking, but it looks like this is doable. So let's see, you and you, and the spiders, please. It's not an early Direwolf series without spiders on the roof, right? Spiders everywhere. Spiders everywhere. Yeah. Yep. Spiders everywhere. Gonna have to deal with that. Next episode, I'll figure out torches, better, efficient way to make torches between episodes, and then we'll see. So anyway, here's what you gotta do. Okay, so you get a rice slime ball to make a sticky piston. Good, that works. And then what we want is the following. I'm following a post I found on Reddit from Wymox, I believe is his name. It looks like a pretty efficient design. We'll see. So I think I'm going to put this down into the ground a little bit. So we're going to have the redstone clock here. The redstone torch goes here. So see how that's causing a blinking action. Then a piston here. Cool. And you can put a lever here if you want to prevent... You can put a lever here to prevent, if you want, the noise. And then we want 2 slime blocks. And then we want our squeezer. And then we need an armor stand on top of the squeezer? Well, that's interesting. And then we apparently want a chest next to it, right? Okay, that's cool. So one of the things the squeezer can do, right, is lots of things apparently. But one of the main things that the squeezer can do for us, all this cool stuff it can do. Hey, it can get me better bone meals, so that's cool. I'm just looking at all. Gravel into flint. Cool. There's actually quite a lot it can do, which is neat. But it can get, I think, pure dust. Right? So if we put iron ore in there, right, supposedly it can get pure dust from the squeezer. And that is what, not this quest, but this quest is looking for. Iron dust. Cool. So now we want a hopper that goes there. So we'll use the whopper. 4-slot hopper made out of wood. Yes. Now eventually, once we get iron plates and a wrench, we can make a proper hopper. Proper hopper! Now I don't think this has a UI, right? Can I drop items into you? How's that work? No, it does actually. Right? And then we... No? Shouldn't that work? Green slime blocks. Yes, that looks right to me. Shouldn't that work? I feel like that should work. Not sure if that's a problem. Shouldn't that work? I feel like that should work. Does that? Okay, yeah, it does give me that back. Oh, you know what? Hold on. It's because there's blocks behind it, isn't there? Yes, there's blocks behind it. Okay. Yeah, putting this against a wall, not an ideal situation, clearly. But there you go. Did that work? It did, actually. Okay. Hey, that's pretty quick, too. That is cool. That actually works. I had no idea you could automate the squeezer from Integrated Dynamics with an armor stand. Today I learned. Today I learned a new thing. How cool is that? How cool is that? I like it. Neato. Neato burrito. Alright then. And then when you're done, we do that. And then you can go in here. Haha. And it'll stack. Alright. That's a lot of iron. Sweet. Now what we needed was, the final piece of this puzzle was the cauldron, right? So it's going to be wrought iron plates, which needs double wrought iron, which needs wrought iron, which means wrought iron dust can be smelted, but I think the more proper way to do it is this, right? So let's go get... We're going to ultimately need 14 wrought iron, right? And we already have 4. Can I drop a whole stack of 10 in here? It looks like it's working, right? Looks like it's working, right? I don't need these stone slabs no more. Anything else I can void at the moment? I think I want everything else. Alright, cool. Sweet. They're all appearing to go. Hey, wrought iron. Beautiful. I like how it stacks. Like, all in one stack it goes. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So, the last thing we need is the cauldron. Right? Which is going to be you. Now, can I not do this? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. I was going to say, that should be what I can do, right? And then that. And then a cauldron. Glad you got that ironed out. So what's the deal with the cauldron? I don't quite understand. But, more importantly, I got this bad boy. The jackhammer. The reason that I was so heavily focused on doing these quests was to get the jackhammer, which is a pickaxe with mending, unbreaking 3, efficiency 5, and magnetic. What's up? I want to go try this bad boy out, like, right now. Let's put away some stuff for a sec. And go mining for a minute. Boop. You ready to try this thing? Because it looks cool. Yes. Yes, it is cool. And it's magneted. So, like, see how the items aren't dropping? They're teleporting directly into my inventory. How great is that? And because it has mending on it, it should repair, given a little bit of experience. Do you get experience for smelting in that big smelter thing? Oh man, it like insta-mines stone. How great is that? Very yes on jackhammer. This was a quest that was very worth completing quickly. Very, very yes. / home, please. 10 out of 10 approve. So let's come over here. I'm gonna get rid of all my cobble. Anything with EMC I can just drag across, right? Which is cool. And then you guys can have some gold ore. Sure, why not? You come here. No, I do not get anything there for that. However, what I could do is just smelt, like, anything. Like, for example, cobble. Do I have any more grout in here? I thought I had grout. Yeah. So if I smelt anything here, I get a little bit of experience for it, right? So this is 1520 out of 1561. Remember, vanilla mending works when you collect experience orbs. So even though I would get experience from some other things, you have to actually get the orbs. So I don't think eating these guys will lead towards mending. Right? That gives me experience, but I don't think that's going to apply mending, right? I have to actually pick up experience orbs. If I'm not mistaken. That is cool, by the way. I'm just letting y'all know how cool that is. That is neat. Right? And then that should put some mending on my jackhammer and it should repair. Let's give it a sec. Now, by the way, another thing I should be able to do now is get my... Man, I have a lot of magnetic stuff, but I have coal ore, right? And I believe that coal ore can be squeezed into coal. There's probably a more efficient way to do it. Sifter and autoclave and all this stuff, but I think if I'm reading this correctly, this is the best way to convert coal ore into coal at this point. I hear you. I hear you out there, monsters. Gold is good. I like gold. Still 1520. Why are you still 1520? Does it have to be in my inventory when I collect the or like in my hand when I collect the experience? I don't super know. It might have to be in my hand when I get the experience orb. Don't super know, like I said, we'll figure it out. Ow! Hey, excuse me, no. Really gonna have to do, so 1581 is where we're at. Let's collect the experience orbs with this in my hand. Let's see if that's... It's a vanilla thing. It's me. I don't vanilla. I don't know vanilla all that well. Vanilla mending. I'm usually just like throw it in the thermal repair guy, and then we're good, right? $15.26. Hello there. Hello there, repairing. Beautiful. All right, so that's it. So you got to have the jackhammer in your hand when you collect the experience orb. That's cool. That's cool. Doesn't it store it and repair it over time, or is it just like immediate repairing? Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to come up with a good way to make sure that this thing repairs nicely for us, because I don't want to. This is a nice tool, and I don't want it to break. I don't want to lose it. It's not repairing anymore right now, so noted. All right, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Can't rest right now because there's monsters nearby. I am going to turn this off, and I will get my coal, and now I have a way to make torches, which is awesome. Nice. All right, so I'm going to light up the area outside between this episode and next, so that hopefully we have less monsters around. I'll light up my roof too, and yeah, Direwolf20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. So we've got really nice smelting operations going on now, so we have easy access to we can smelt and we can crush, right? So that's pretty cool. And then you also go into the squeezer. That gets us pure iron dust, right? Which I think for now is fine. We'll do that. So I'm going to get more iron and more magnetite. I'm hoping that also does its thing correctly. And we'll get some copper as well. And then we'll see what happens next. So for now, Take it easy.